Good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Cards. So I got my coffee and let's see, I got some card decks. Let me say this again. Okay. One second. I'm going to go live on Instagram as well today. So, welcome to Coffee and Cards. I got my coffee, I got my cards. Thinking about these today, The Magical Messages from the Fairies by Doreen Virtue. Really thinking about these because these are actually a really good card deck for like timelines. I know it sounds really weird, but it has some really good cards in here that'll tell you, okay, this is when it's going to happen. And I have to say, I look so much better on Instagram. Like, I don't know if there's like a filter on it or whatever. I didn't put one on it. Like, there has to be, unless the lighting's like a lot better. So, and then I also have the Spiritual AF deck. If you guys don't know about this deck, we're going to start with this one because I'm feeling like sassy and everything else today. And these cards are just so funny. Oh my God, you have got to have them. And so, hey Jill, hey Kelly. Oh, Kelly's on Instagram today. How you doing, girl? Okay, let me see who else is here. Oh, Randy, Joanna, Kelsey, Jennifer in Virginia. Oh, awesome. I'm really feeling guided to you, Kelly. I don't know why, but like, yeah, these cards are like really busy with you as well. So this might be a deck that you could think about getting in the future, probably. Ooh. Oh, I love this. This is actually more of a sweeter one for this deck. It says, in order to love who you are, you can't hate the experiences that shaped you. And it says, anything truly cool about you was created from the life you lived. Remember that when you start to wind down this shame spiral, no time is wasted. No love is wasted. No tears are wasted. No breath is wasted. You being you is important. Every single thing that made you of value, tell shame to suck it. Okay, but I'm gonna pull you another one because I want to get one of the sassier ones. But what I love about that is like, I don't know about you, but I'm always like, well, man, that would have been nice if I would have had, I don't know, parents that loved me, or felt like they loved me. Oh, that would have been nice if I would have had this or whatever. Like, you go through your life and you see other people that have a leg up, that have a step up, and you're like, well, that would have been nice if I would have had that. But then what ends up happening is you go down this spiritual journey, and then you're like, I'm so happy that I didn't have that. Like, I am so happy that I grew up rough, or I didn't have this because it shaped who you were. Same thing with me. It's amazing. There we go. Look at this. To thine own arse be true. See, that's what I'm talking about. Just one more. It says the common thing that holds people back from health and happiness is the unwillingness to be honest with themselves. True story. It's unscientifically proven. Owning who you are, what you struggle with, and where you want to be is the beginning of self-love and freedom. Kind of act like Sir Mix-a-Lot finally admitted that he likes big butts and he cannot lie. His life blossomed after that. And I think it's just because like you're going through like the spiritual awakening journey kind of thing too. And it's like, hey, just be true to yourself. Go where you are led. Those kinds of things. And then what's going to happen is, I don't know, your life is going to blossom, just like I said. Just like with me, like when I became like more spiritual and stuff, it was like not everybody is going to like me, not everybody is going to be on with what I have to do, but I slowly came out of the closet and I became okay with myself to where now I don't care who knows. But like I made my Facebook page to where it was nobody that I knew like could find it, and it was really weird. I used Intuitive Heather. Intuitive Heather was my name, and yeah, I was like, I don't want anybody else to know. So I love that message for you today. Loving the sassy energy this morning. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh yeah, Randy's like, would God to be grateful would not be who you are without the life we've lived. And you want to know something? Like people say that, but like to live it was like a different thing. Like I'm not like I think Randy like you went to this too, but when my mom passed, that's when it really became really what is it called obvious to me because I was laying in the hospital bed with my mom and I remember thinking, okay, Heather, tell her about all the good times, tell her about all the good times, bring up all the good memories. And I remember I hadn't cried up to that point, but I was about to cry because I'm like, what good times? I could not remember that. All only thing that came in my head was all of the bad things. And I'm like, this sucks. But then once she passed, I'm like, I'm glad we had all those bad things because having all those bad things is what made me Heather. Is what made me more independent, which is what made me more stronger, which made me not reliant on other people, which helped me trust myself more. Um, oh my goodness gracious. Sorry, there's a spammer. I've got to hammer the spammer. I am not going to message you guys after this. After I do this, I got a grocery delivery. I got to put away my groceries, all that stuff. So I will not be messaging you. And just be wary of anyone who messages you right away if they're in the spiritual world. Because that's just I don't know, unethical to me. That's just not something that's good for you to do. Okay. Wow, look at these. Look, these cards are just so busy today. I can feel the energy on them. I can feel a lot of energy coming from you guys today too. It almost feels like, yeah, it's like, okay, I would just really just like love to know what the heck like spirit has. Virginia, lots of energy around you too. Like there's a lot of messages coming forward. And I know it sounds kind of crazy, but you know how they talk about like what is it called? Feminine energy and masculine energy. It's really talking about you, you know, going more into your feminine energy and stop the do and the go and to be open to receiving more. That's a big one. Oh my God, look at this. Grab your own butt and love yourself. This is such a good one, Virginia. It says, whatever type of butt you have, you're a complete psychopath if you can't see that butts of all kinds are super effing awesome. Look around at all the butts in the world. Big butts, teeny butts, jiggly butts, orangutan butts, elephant butts. Grab your butt right now. Aren't you lucky to be that kind of animal who gets to have a butt? Answer, yes, you are very, very, very lucky. So I freaking love this. It's talk about appreciating yourself. It's about appreciating like who you are, what you do, everything. Like your family could not like live without you, okay? Like you might think that they have or they could, but no, you are like a backbone. And that's the reason why I'm talking about. That masculine energy is the one that do, go. Everybody comes to the masculine energy for help because the masculine energy is where action lives. So it's almost like they want you to be like, okay, open to receiving, open to that love. Those compliments that people give you, you know, those are how you have to start like your self-love progress and things like that. It's because starting with little compliments when people say, hey, you're awesome, whatever, absorb that. Say thank you. You did not have to give me this compliment, and then keep on absorbing it. And then what's going to happen is, sorry, because they're telling me, I know that you don't have a problem and you don't think you have a problem in this area of your life, but what they are saying is that other areas of your life are going to get better once you learn this self-love. Probably because you're going to earn more respect. You're going to exude more confidence. You know, you're going to have less self-doubt. You're going to be able to see how incredibly badass you are, and then you'll be able just to keep on going up and to the right. And by the way, I know that health, at least is, I'm not sure it's a big thing with you, but like every time I think of you, I think of health too. And this is also going to help out with that because you're going to be raising your vibration, and that is going to help, you know, your body. Because right now there's some parts of you, like even planted seeds and stuff like that, that are not good with your body. Like they are rejecting it somehow. Like maybe you're like uncomfortable in your body and things like that. Or, you know, like I remember my mom used to like hate her nose, you know, those kinds of things. So it's like loving those parts of yourself too are really going to help out. Like even if you gain weight, you lose weight or whatever it is, just going ahead and just being like, hey, this is who I am. And I think that you got that, but like making sure that it's like a soul thing and not just like a superficial thing saying I love myself. Because I tell you what, like I've gained freaking a lot of weight, and guess what? It is a superficial part where I'm like, oh, I'm happy with myself. No, I'm not. Like, it's not on a soul thing. On a soul thing, I'm like, Heather, get your butt in the carousel. So, hopefully, that helps out a little bit. Okay. You just broke your favorite coffee cup, Randy? No. Oh, Tracy, you were on Instagram today. Okay. Okay, and we're also having a lot of fun over on Facebook, Heather Danielle Psychic Medium too. So if it seems like I'm talking to myself, I'm not. Maybe I am. No. Barb, it's Barb's first time. Barb, everything that I just said about to Virginia, same thing. Grabbing your own butt, that self-love bug, and that's going to be. See, the thing is, I just have to say this is. You have to have that self-love part, because if you are feeling spirit calling you, whether they're calling you your past loved ones or angels and guides, it's like you have to feel good enough in order to get their messages, in order to be like, oh my God, they're talking to me. I think I talked about it on last week's podcast where I felt like I wasn't even good enough to have Archangel Michael's help. Isn't that weird? I'm not sure. Can you guys relate to that? I'm just curious. When I say, like, when I first started learning about angels and someone said, Heather, Archangel Michael is with you, I was like, what? The big guy? The big guy's with me? The one that's, like, talked about in the Bible? Archangel Michael? Like, I can't even deal with angels, let alone Archangel Michael. Like, I wanted an intern angel. I wanted, like, an angel that was, like, you know, just beginning to be an angel. Maybe the one that gets coffee, because, you know, I do love some coffee. Like, does anybody else feel that way, or was that only me? I'm just curious. I just think this is so funny. One second, Barb. Let me see what Tracy's saying. Yay, over here today. Come in as you say badass. Oh my gosh. So Tracy, maybe that's a sign for you because I don't like saying it because I don't want to get like censored or something. Well, maybe I don't mind getting censored, but let me see. Um, okay. Oh yeah, Oscar. Yeah, yeah. You just go ahead and you comment and stuff like that, and I randomly choose people. I don't randomly choose. Feel like Spirit brings that to you. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I'm not alone on that. Okay, same. All right, Archangel Bob. Yes, yes. Like, can I have Archangel Bob? Okay, Michael? I think that's my thing now. I think I'm gonna do that. Archangel Bob. Like, can I have an Archangel Bob? Is there like an Amy over here? That is so funny. Okay, Barb. Sorry, we have ADD over here. Okay, so um, F out of here. Sorry. This is like, I think this is just so ironic because Barb is like, oh, this is my first time here. And then she gets this one saying, like, get out of here. And she's like, oh my God, no, I'm not supposed to be here. No, you are. Let me read. It says, this is your mantra day. Say it in a New Jersey accent to add emphasis. If BS shows up, give it a F out of here and send it on its way. This should probably be a silent mantra at work and school and pretty much anywhere in public, but it's still an effing effective even if you keep it all to yourself. So what this is saying is that they're talking about boundaries and you standing up for yourself, okay? So this is going to be really amazing because I feel like Spirit is with you so that you can allow other people to be more accountable for their things, their actions, so that you aren't doing so much for other people and also worrying and that kind of thing, because there's a lot of that kind of energy within you. And also I feel like they are trying to get you to say like mantras, affirmations, those kinds of things are really, really potent, especially with you because of your self-talk. And when I tune in a little bit more, I feel like a lot of like that negative self-talk and also like a lot of that mental chatter. And I'm not sure if it's like harder for you to meditate or something along those lines. I don't know, but that's what they're talking about. They're talking about going ahead, being yourself unapologetically, and then allowing other people just to get out of here, okay? Like, no drama. You don't need any more. You don't need anybody else's issues because it's like, I'm not this way, and I'm not sure if you're this way or not, Barb, but it's like people might come to you for like their whole life stories or come to you for all of their problems and things like that, but it's like, who is going to be here for me for my problems, you know? And people don't do that anymore for me because I think it's because for the most part, like my peoples do, like you guys might come and stuff and ask me questions, but other than that, they don't because I don't know, I guess I'm not a good person for that anymore. I feel like a lot of people need a vent. I don't know. Anyways, okay, Barb, you said yes. Okay. So anyways, keep this in the back of your mind going ahead, and if you are that person that has those people that keep on funning to you, making sure that you shield your energy, you shield your phone if they're talking to you on the phone, only allowing 100% love and light to come into the phone. And then just in case you don't know, when the energy comes through and you shield it, it doesn't mean that you're not allowing them to vent and get rid of that energy. You can always just say, okay, that energy is going back to source love because it is. And so you don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, I'm not helping them. No, in fact, when you shield yourself or you shield your phone or whatever it is, you're able to come from a more unbiased place. And so that helps out a lot because then you can be like, instead of getting emotional roller coaster with them, you're like chilled and you can be like, okay, I think this is the best one. Wow, the spammers are in like full force today. Okay. Negative self-talk is just a continue the cycle of boost that someone else started. Bam, I love that. Oh my gosh. Negative self-talk is just continuing the cycle of abuse that somebody else started. I love that. That is so freaking true. Love that. Love it. And I'll tell you what, like people think like you would think when people do love it themselves, but they don't. Like I went to Lilydale with my friends, and I remember just like saying a little bit. I remember saying something like, "Oh, like I don't really love myself, or I hate myself, or something along those lines." Like, "Oh, Heather, that's not true." I remember thinking to myself like, "Yes, it is. It is very, very true." And at the time, and I can't believe it because I was already like a spiritual teacher and all these other things, but I still didn't come off of that negative self-talk yet. Tell the spammers to get the F out of here. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm not sure who this is for. It just kind of came up. So I'm glad. Okay, so you might not be able to see what it says. It says, when you are wrong, admit it. When you are right, be quiet. Okay, so if you can take this, if I just read that and like someone came to your mind, like maybe it was your husband, or like a friend or whatever, this is for them. It says, just say yes to just say yes to essence effing up or shutting up as a situation warrants. You'll be an all-around way more likable to everybody, including yourself. If you need to, keep a list of all the times you were absolutely right. Just be sure to burn it before you die so you don't ruin the illusion for everybody. Oh my gosh, I love this. I am actually really good at being quiet when I'm right. Am I? No, I don't think I am. Some people. So this is what it's just talking about. I don't know why, but I feel like it's saying that this is going to help you out in your relationships with other people, whether it's a romantic relationship or friends, whoever came to your mind when this card got brought up. That is going to be your sign. Like you just need to just be quiet if you are right and just allow them to do it. So instead of doing the told you so dance, they're saying, hey, chill. Chill. Don't do the told you so dance. I want to do a told you so dance. I want to do the told you so dance a lot. Sorry, let me take off this thing. Okay. There we go. Okay. Oh my gosh, Tracy's like, I'm always quiet when I'm right. Oh, I'm not, because I'm rarely ever right. Well, I'm always right. Oh, no, I'm always, you guys, look at this. Look at what happened to my cards. So, okay, Tracy, is this you? Is this you? Because that's what I feel like. Because my cards didn't do this until I connected to your name. Is this how you feel right now? I'm not right when it comes to my husband. So anytime that it's him, oh, I feel like I've seen your card, Tracy. So sometimes you're not going to feel it. Ooh, this is your card, Tracy. It says, don't involve yourself with whack. Okay? It says, go on a whack cleanse. It's easy. Make a list of all the whack shit and then avoid it and see how you feel. Examples of whack shit: gossip, comparing yourself to others, drugs, complaining, eating your feelings, eating your boogers. If you really do that, stop it. Like right now. Oh my gosh, I freaking love this. So it's like, not my circus, not my monkeys is going to be your freaking mantra, okay? So if other people have issues, guess what? It's their problem if they have issues. Like, and I hate to say this, but honestly, if someone's feelings get hurt, it's really not on you. It's on them, okay? If somebody else doesn't like something, guess what? It's on them. All you can do is do you. You make the best choices for you, for your family, for whatever. And then if somebody else doesn't like it, then guess what? It's honestly somebody else's issue. You can go ahead and reflect and be like, are they right? Do they have some, oh, okay, okay, I can see your point, I can see your point. Or you can be like, not my problem. Sorry, I seem like such a... I'm sorry. Okay, Joanna said, I give a stare at my husband. I don't say it, but he knows. Oh my God. Okay, and then Tracy wants to make it clear to everybody that she does not eat her own boogers, okay? Okay, and then she says, my ex, I finally told him to leave me be, and he sulked and stripped like a child. And stripped like a child? Like he stripped? Like he was like, okay, okay, then she said strip, not stripped. So he stripped like a child. Okay. He stripped like a child. I said he needs to look at himself, not me, and figure out what's wrong. Bam. 100%. Yes, I love that. Okay, like let me see, because I think that someone else said it. Kimberly said, okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, you guys are talking in there. Okay, I have started being quiet in some conversations and just let the person talk. Lisa, that is so freaking perfect. That is so perfect. I just had this conversation with a friend yesterday. Okay, there is a delay too. I definitely know on Facebook there is. Okay. Okay. Sorry, the Oh, I love this. Okay, I love the conversation in Facebook. I can see that like people are responding to each other, but I'm not sure who it is. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is for Paulumi Ghosh. Does Kevin love me? It says prayer is dope AF, okay? And I think I know the answer to this, but I just want to read this to you just in case you can absorb some of the messages and the energy from it. It says, seriously, spend a little time asking the universe for what you want, even if you're speaking into the void. At the very least, you'll heal your own wish and get a better idea of what you really do want. You might even figure out what the first baby step is to getting it. At the very best, there's a strong ass genie in the sky who is magically grant you all your wishes. So the first thing is, okay, I have to tell you, like, there's a woman in spirit that's like very very protective over you, like who I feel like is coming in that really wants like to talk to you, to say hi and things like that. I'm not sure if she was old school and she didn't believe in this kind of things, but there's some kind of like resistance there, I feel like, when she was alive. Anyways, I'm going to try and like push her away because your question is about Kevin. Here's the thing. There is a lot of energy around Kevin about Kevin. Okay. So I feel like what this card is telling you, and also kind of like what I'm picking up too, is that if you would really truly step back and look at the relationship, this person is not who you really want. You know, it's not, I feel like it's something along the lines of, this is who you think you can get right now. Okay. Like there is a lot of like, I don't know, like settling and things like that. I feel like I feel like the relationship's not balanced emotionally. Okay, so does he love you? I think that he loves you for as much as he can love you. All right, so let me know like how that. I don't want to go too like into detail without knowing like, okay, am I truly connecting to this to the energy correctly? Oh, one more thing. You know what I always say? You will always get the right answer. This deck here, this is the Romance Angels deck. I feel like everybody who has a, one second. There's, everybody who has, if you are dating, if you are married, you just got to get this deck. It's out of print now. So, it is, you can get like the knockoff versions and stuff like that for like 11, 12 bucks. I hate to say it's still like the best romance deck out there. And you could go ahead and pick up something, but then if the right ones come up, oh, yeah. So first off, it's talking about an attraction. You guys are attracted to each other, and there's like this thing that's a magnet that's pulling you two together. And then look at this, it says codependency. So that means that someone may, I feel like might be you relying on him for more of your emotional support, but I don't feel like you're going to get that back, okay? So if I were you, I would like, I think that when this card to come up, or it caught my eye, is enjoy the present moment, enjoy all the good things. But right now, it's more of a journey of self-discovery to see what you truly will want, what you will and will not put up with. And I don't think that he is the one, okay? I feel like there's someone better out there for you, but it's almost like you're attracting the wrong person right now because they want you to do that self journey so that you know exactly what you want, so you can go ahead and attract the person that you do want or the person that you need. Okay, so let me know how you feel about that. Okay, and what was I gonna say? Yeah, sometimes they're not gonna send you who you want. They're gonna send you who you need. I was literally thinking about this. I was thinking about this earlier today. You know, let me switch over to these cards. Okay, I was thinking about this earlier today. It's like, you know what I want? I want a freaking guy that's going to go out traveling with me. And I want someone that's going to be like crazy and fun. And I want somebody that allow me to take a whole bunch of pictures and will act silly with me. And I want somebody who's going to, I don't know, like we could just go on, like right now I get off of Coffee and Cards and then he's like, hey, do you want to run away together this weekend? You know, we don't work on Monday. And I'm going to be like, yes, I do. And then we're going to have so much fun. And he's going to be into working out just like I am. And he's going to motivate me. He's going to be like a personal trainer. And he's probably going to be ripped because he has all these muscles and stuff. Like, that's what I want. That is not what I have. That is not what I have whatsoever. I have someone that is literally the complete opposite of me. I want to go have fun. No fun, okay? I want to go away and be spontaneous. No, we have to plan. I'm the one that wants to like do all these things. And he's like, no, 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 no. He is the ultimate party pooper. And guess what? He can probably hear me right now. But guess what? I don't need someone that's going to be crazy. Because crazy plus crazy, we're going to be extremely crazy, and then who knows what we're going to do. I need someone that's going to keep me grounded. I need a rock. I am like way up here in the sky, and I need someone bringing me back down to earth. If it wasn't for my husband, I would have freaking like quit. Like I would probably be living in a cardboard box right now. So yes, balance, Ro, balance. Oh my gosh, yes. And then, okay, Levis is my boss. Ooh, oh, Levis is your boss. I don't understand. Okay. Okay. So, Danny, I was looking at yours, but I don't like the cards that came up from the Spiritual AF deck. So, you have to, like, really know your deck sometimes. Like, if you have ones, like, what decks are good with which things. So like these spiritual AF deck ones, they're really a lot about like self journeys and things like that. You can go ahead and look into a little bit of it, but when it comes to health issues, they're not really the best. But it just says call bullshit on your bullshit, look at the effing moon, you know, those kinds of things. What I think here is it's about not getting inside your own heads and worrying and getting into what is it called, the Google like WebMD kind of thing, like not doing that. So let's see, these two cards came up. Get some exercise and then children. Oh my gosh, I don't even understand. I think that this is not really about any kind of kids. I think this is about him coming and being more like childlike and more like fun and getting out of like the stress because some reason. And I was like, stress is not helping the situation, but in what freaking situation does stress really help? Like when you're running from a lion, okay? So it's kind of like going ahead and being childlike, not taking things so seriously because that's going to exacerbate some of those issues, okay? And one second, it says get some exercise. It's talking about moving the body is going to help out as well. But I feel like too, it's going to help out the, okay, it is this card. Okay. Does he already know about some health issues? Because for some reason, I'm just really picking up that he already knows what's wrong with him. If there's even anything wrong with him. I feel like he already knows a little bit what to do. You know, it's almost like monitoring those kinds of things. I'm seeing all good things. I know it sounds kind of strange, not like all good things, but it's like doing the basics of what we know, of what we have to do to be able to get better. So whether that, and knowing our bodies, you know, like, okay, maybe you need to drink more water. Maybe you need to lay off caffeine. Maybe you need to like get up and walk around and move your body a little bit because when you move your body, you're going to, you know, increase your blood flow, increase your organs to your, increase oxygen to your organs. I read something, this is so true. Like they did studies on it and men who sit for longer than 6 hours, so if they're at a day job, it doesn't matter if they work out afterwards and things like that, but if they sit for 6 hours a day, they have like a 30% decrease in life expectancy compared to those who don't. Women who sit for 6 hours a day or more, they decrease their life expectancy by 40%. Well, not by 40%. Basically, they live 40% less than the other people. I don't know. Just that's the statistics. So you guys interpret them however. So let me see. Okay, and too much caffeine. Ella, we ended that too. Perfect. Let me see what Danny says. Oh my gosh, Danny's like, I'm trying to get him to start 75 hard tomorrow and play more. Yes, I think the 75 hard thing is going to be so awesome, by the way. I'm on day, what, 50 or something like that, at 75 hard. And here's the thing, like, you know guys too, so he might actually not do it, but maybe he'll follow along with you. Yes, that his body is stagnant from not working out. Yes, like he definitely needs to move that. I think it's going to help too. It's going to help out his, like, you know, if there's any kind of underlying depression or low vibrations and things like that, it's really, really going to help him out. Okay, good, darling. Okay. What about women who stand for the rest of their lives? I think that they're... I don't know that one. Okay. Wow, I best move my butt more. I know, me too, me too. Right, you need to have balance in relationship. Oh, hi, girlfriend. It says 93. Were you seriously born in 93? Am I really 10 years older than you? Sometimes just starting out walking, getting fresh air every day is helpful and gets motivation going. Hey, Lops family, you need to do some research. I want to put you to work. It says, you need more information about the situation. Look into it before proceeding. I don't know what this is about. I literally don't understand what that's about. Let me just tune in a little bit. Oh, look at that. It says everything's okay. So you're good, Hakuna Matata. Oh, I wonder if it has to do, and the reason why is because like this window in the background just kind of reminded me of like a house. So I wonder if it has to do more with like the researching of like a home, or like your next steps and things like that. For some reason, I don't get it. It's with work. I don't get it. It's with, you know, anything else. I really just feel like it has to do with like the home, house, location, or things like that. And so it's like just keep on going. For whatever it is, I don't feel that whatever you're looking at right now is the best choice. So I feel like they're saying, hey, going ahead and keeping it going. I feel like it's going to come to you, but there's something too about really focusing on what you do want, as in like trying to figure it out. Like what would you really, really, really want? Like for me, like I really, really want to live at the beach, and I really, really, really want just like sand in my backyard, and I want to have water that I can go in that's not disgusting water, but it's pretty to look at. But do I really want that? Because then I'm going to have like a public backyard. Like, do I really want people walking to my backyard, or do I want just grass with like a fence so that I can, I don't know, be naked in my own backyard if I wanted to? I wouldn't do that. So that's kind of something here. Okay. Oh, it's Christina. Okay, I think that, okay, if Rachel's on here, I think that I was thinking about Rachel when I was doing this. Okay. Okay. So sorry, Christina, I thought that you were Rachel. So I kind of was like tuning into Rachel's energy. So yeah, so what research you, oh wait, okay, is it? Okay, I recently bought a beach house as an investment property rental. Yes, there you go, I love it. So maybe it still did make sense with you, because sometimes like I'm trying to connect to like the cards and the person, but if I feel like the person, because you're Lops, that's my last name, right? Is Lapicolo. So I thought that you were my sister-in-law, and so that's the reason why. But hopefully everything that I still like made sense, and then the fact that I brought up investment properties and stuff like that means I feel like you did a good job. And then the researching with your whole doctorate program, I feel like just confirmation from spirit that like you're on the right path, you are doing good, keep on going. And then if you have any kind of like opportunities or anything else coming up, just making sure that you do your due diligence of everything. That I feel like you don't make quick decisions anyways, but it's almost like making sure that you do like your homework. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, let me see. Late to the party. Oh my gosh, yes. Let's see, 1 second. Wait. Sorry, someone's a smoker. They say sitting is the new smoking. Yes, they do, isn't it? And it's so funny. I have like a little mini treadmill that I got, and then I can put it like underneath my couch and bring it out. And then I also got a little thing that I can put over my treadmill so I can walk or stand, if I'm on the computer. I haven't done that yet. I only did it like, well, once. But yeah, there's little ways around it that we can start doing that. I've been trying to be more active. Yeah, me too. Dude, 75 hard. Do you guys ever hear 75 hard? Two 45-minute workouts. One of them has to be outside. A gallon of water a day. Reading a self-help book every day. Sticking to a diet. No alcohol. No cheat meals. I think that's all of it. So me and Danny was going to do it too. Let's see. But yeah, I think I've read and listened to at least 12 books. You're only what is called, only the physical book counts, but when I'm going out for my like walks and stuff like that for outside, I listen to the audios. Okay. Oh, Nancy says my husband was so happy to hear from his brothers a few weeks ago. Because it was around his birthday. Yay! So happy, Nancy. That makes me so happy. I'll look forward to buying those little treadmills to add more exercise, whether I'm working or just watching TV. Yes. And the thing is, though, so I'm on the treadmill, like watching the TV and stuff, and I get so engrossed. It's like I stop, and I'm like, oh, like I like almost trip. My husband's like, what's the matter with you? Why don't you pay attention? And I'm like, I'm just like engrossed in the show right now. So I love it. My boss got me a riser for my desk so I can stand, and I really like being able to stand versus that at times. Yes. Ooh, Lisa, what's coming up with the summertime? There's a lot of energy in the summertime, Lisa, for you. Like, have you planned on a vacation or anything else like that, or do you really need to do a vacation? And by the way, no. I am not taking, like, I have no money and things like that as an excuse for people not going out and exploring. You can go freaking, like, go to a freaking park you've never been to, have a freaking picnic, okay? You can go to like these free festivals that are a lot of fun. You could go ahead and like travel like an hour or so, just going to new areas. If you do have even like $100, like look at me, I did a day trip to freaking Atlanta. The freaking, like, what was it called? The flight was $50. Plus, you might spend $50 while there. That's like $100, and you're having some fun, So, like, look at that. Like, I think in Michigan, you could go to Orlando or maybe in Miami for like $78. That's not bad. Go freaking to Florida. Go wash yourself off. Go wash that stanky energy off in the freaking seawater, in the sea ocean, and then cleanse yourself. Have yourself a stiff drink. Get back on the plane. It's an ultimate reset. So, 1 second. Okay, so I have a really quick, like, medium Danielle Kathy. Okay, I mean, she could probably still hear me. But the thing is that she looks totally legit, doesn't she? She looks like she has like a good picture on. She looks like she has like a good name. Like maybe she's not a spammer. But the thing is that number one, the spammers are getting better. They steal people's photos all the time. They steal people's names. They steal my name and my pictures like all the freaking time. Okay, so they still might look legit, but they're not. Now they actually might be legit. But the thing is, it's unethical and it's not right. It's very spammy with what they're doing. So just think about that. If you go to have a reading with them, would you really want to have a reading with someone that brought you in that way? For me, anytime that anybody comes to me for a reading, I literally rely on spirit bringing them in. Like, hey, send them, send whoever needs to hear from me. If I'm the best person to give you a message, then bring them. And that's how it is. So, yeah, I know, right? Happened in the group I'm in. Oh my gosh, yes. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. What did Lisa say? I want to hear what she said about it. I need a vacation. I'm under a lot of stress right now. Exactly. Come on. I feel like, okay. And here's the thing, too. I don't know why this is coming up, but maybe you can relate to this because I don't know why I feel like I need to bring this up. If you don't change things, guess what? Spirit will change it for you eventually. So it's like if your job is stressing you out or if people are stressing you out, whatever it will only go on for so long until spirit makes you make that change. And that's going to come in like is your job stressing you out and you have been getting these signs that maybe it's not the right one for you, then spirit's only going to allow that to go on for so long until they're like, okay, guess what? You're going to get laid off. Oh, guess what? This is going to happen so you can't work. They're going to step in ways to say, hey, they're starting to close that door. Think about it like a toddler. You're a toddler in your hallway and you have all these like little doors and you keep on going in like the freaking wrong door, and then spirit's trying to be like, stop going in this door, and you're like, no, I want to go in this door, I want to work here, and they're like, oh my god, like, no, you really need to come over this way. And then all of a sudden you go through another door, and like that's what it is. It's like going this way. Okay. Oh my gosh, I love Net. Net said like if it's your calling, it'll keep calling. Yes. Oh yeah, let Net see. Ooh, affirmations. So Net, this is like talking about keeping your world. Like I feel like you're very spiritual. Do you actually have a business or something like that? Or like you're entrepreneur kind of thing? I don't know why, but that energy is really strong in you. If you haven't done it, then that is something that we really need to think about. But it's like your words are very powerful. So it's like definitely keeping that in the back of your mind as like you move forward and those kinds of things. I don't know why. Like very, very sensitive to law and attraction. Okay, yes, ma'am. Okay. And so but with that word, I don't know why, but it's like almost like it gives me that feeling of needing to go like bigger, needing to like not hide, like really needing to like go up a level. So whether it is like you need to like get a business mentor or something like that to help you out, I feel like there's something there. And then also it's like, I don't know why they keep on talking about voicing. So whether it is like telling people about it or whatever, not being so scared, I don't know why, but they're just like saying that. So, okay. Oh my gosh, Lisa's like, yes. I happened to see you on Facebook last night, and I feel like I was meant here for a reading. Yes, I feel like totally. And I feel like, too, like it has to do with, like, that job situation or, like, decreasing that stress and having to get away. Because they're also telling me, too, Lisa, sorry, this is how strange energy works. They're saying because when you get away, you're going to be able to have a clearer, like, focus. You're going to be able to see things a little bit better. It's almost like you can't see the trees in the forest, right? You have to step back and be like, whoa, I was dealing with what? So, yes. Okay. Spirit spanked my boots for not listening this past year. Yes, you don't have to listen to Spirit. I don't sometimes. And then I'm always kicking my butt. It's almost like, Father knows best kind of thing. Oh my gosh. And Lisa's like, oh my God, yes. Yes. Okay, who is this? Is this Creative Flow? I forgot who this is though. Any card speaking to me or someone else needs to hear. Why does everybody need to do freaking research? Everybody go to the library. That's your freaking homework. Creative Flow. Get some exercise. That's it. I'm taking these two cards out. Where did that one go? I swear to God, if I freaking pull that card again, Spirit, I don't want that card. That's settled. Creative Flow. Sorry. I'm taking those cards out. Creative Flow. Oh, Morgan talks about travel and then summer. I almost pulled the summer card. I almost like took this one out. I don't get it. Morgan, I don't know what's going on. Like, do you see all the energy that was like around Lisa and everybody else? Like, there's so much energy, and then all of a sudden, I'm connecting to you, and it's like there's not a lot of energy there. For some reason, I just feel like you're in this part of your life where you either don't need a guidance or you're in the part where it's like it's like your own journey. It's like almost like your own journey. Like, oh, how I talked about like the toddler going through like the hallway and stuff. It's like they're standing back and they're just letting you go. Like, 'cause you need to go. Like, you do you and they have hands off. Okay, so that's it. Oh, Evan's Adventures. This is off topic. We're always off topic, aren't we? I need help protecting my energy. I'm too sensitive to others' issues. Okay, so first off, I'm going to talk to her about this, but if you guys found something that really helps you protect your energy, let me know because I can tell her. 100%, it's like it's all about boundaries. If you're absorbing other people's energies, it's all about boundaries. Just like you have boundaries with like physical people, like you have to have boundaries with their freaking energy, okay? So the thing that I learned that is awesome is shielding your energy. So you just imagine yourself in a bubble. You can imagine yourself in a cloak. You can imagine yourself in all these different ways. And then you set the intention that you're only allowing 100% love and light to come inside of your space. That means all the good things coming from their energy. And so you can do this anytime, anywhere. Like, you don't have to do it every morning. You could just do it when needed. That's what I do. So anytime anytime that somebody, like maybe like my husband is being freaking crazy, and then I say, you know, I just like in my mind, I just imagine like a shield, sometimes like a block of ice, and that's me. And then I'm like, okay, his energy cannot get into my thing. You can also wear, of course I don't have it right now, of course, yeah, of course I don't, but you can also wear like a bracelet and things like that, and you set the intention that anytime that you wear this bracelet that the energy can't come through on you. And then you can actually use coin, you know, stones and stuff like that that you are drawn to, maybe like a rose quartz kind of situation that will help you. Or is it tourmaline? I think it's tourmaline that goes ahead and it reflects negative energy as well. um, yes. Okay. And sorry, this is Evan's Adventures. Okay, so that is really true. Then what you can do is you can practice. So you could go into like Walmart when it's really busy, and then like feel like, oh my God, you have the energy, shield, unshield, you know, bracelet off, bracelet on, and then go back there when it's not busy, and then feel it, and then you can start playing with that energy. Yeah, tourmaline. Tourmaline's a really good stone too. And if you don't even want to do that, if you don't have a bracelet, if you forget about the shielding thing, you can go ahead and then just carry it like in your bra or whatever, or in your pocket, and that can also help. Okay. Oh, who was I drawn to? Oh yeah, my brother. Ooh. Okay. Maybe I won't tell you what it is. Okay, so Ricky, and Lauren, look at this assertiveness. I think this has to do with Ricky. Okay, I think that your assertiveness, you're assertive for both of you guys, Lauren, unless you can take it. But for some reason, I feel like this has to do with assertiveness with work with Ricky. I feel like there's something to do with him either requiring more money, more time, things that he deserves. And I feel like it's also a little bit more about he can do more, like he can get better jobs and things like that if he really like, I don't know, it's like something within himself, like more confidence and those kinds of things. But definitely making sure that he's speaking his truth and stuff like that at work, okay? And making sure that you do too, Lauren, too. There's a little bit there, but you're definitely standing up. And then there's also, look at this, healing, healed, healer. And I don't know why, but it's just like I do feel that there is a lot of healing that's taking place with your guys' new move and things like that. There might be some of those hiccups, a little bit of challenges and stuff like that, but I don't know why, but I really do feel like it is a good move, those kinds of things. I feel like up and to the right, so that means like good things like coming and those kinds of stuff. And I also feel too, you making sure you guys protect your energy, making sure you protect your house energy. And if anybody wants stuff or whatever about how to cleanse your house and stuff like that, go ahead and do it. But I feel like there's a lot of energy that is also being brought into like the home and stuff like that. So just making sure that like you cleanse and stuff like that, because that could be subconsciously affecting you and not even knowing it. All right, and it doesn't mean like it's anything bad. It could just be someone else's past loved one or just energy itself. Okay, and then look at this: practice, practice, practice. So I'm not really sure what this means. I feel like maybe it's coming up, but I just feel like things aren't perfect right now. But don't worry. You know what I mean? I feel like you're going to get into your groove. Hopefully that helps. Let me know. Okay. Oh my gosh, Amanda's like, I have such a problem with that. Walmart kills me with anxiety and the energy. Yes. And oh my gosh, me too. And that's the reason why that like so many people, like they can't go to like concerts and crowds and things like that. And it's like going ahead and learning how to shield your energy. Sometimes people who are very sensitive to that, sometimes just the shield won't work. So that's the reason why like a bracelet or something along those lines would be really good. But also what it is though, it's all about boundaries. So the more that you practice boundaries with physical people, you know, and like you speak up for yourself, you stand up for yourself, you know, you say no to the things that you want, then the easier it's going to be for your body to be like, oh yeah, we don't deal with this stuff, you know, like I no longer like absorb those energies. I absorb those energies when I least expect it. Like I absorb the energies of movies and TV shows or what YouTube videos that I watch, you know, because I'm like, oh, like I can feel other people's pain, like literally feel their pain. 1 second, I'm doing stuff for pick a card. Okay. I practice boundaries. Perfect. My boyfriend doesn't understand, and I can't shield for some reason. My face goes numb and everything. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. So you can always say when you go to shield, like, okay, allow whatever needs to come in, because you also don't want to be blocking energies and stuff. But she can't shield. Face goes numb. What's up, spirit? 1 second. Let me see what they say. It's so strange. It just almost feels like yeah, it's almost like avoidance kind of thing, like an avoidance kind of situation, and it feels like it's not even from this life, but it's like, yeah, making sure that, just make sure you're not trying to avoid any kind of emotions, any kind of situations, those kinds of things. And for some reason, I feel like you can practice, but practice on certain people, because there's some people that like you really do need to feel their energy, at least for right now. All right, it sounds kind of weird. So maybe you can't do it with this person, but see if you could do it with this person. But if you can't do it, then see if you could do it with the TV. Just see if you can start practicing that way, and then let me know. Okay. Um. Okay. All right. So if you have a question, okay. Okay. Okay, perfect, Lauren. And I've been doing a lot of protective energy, and we've been doing good. Perfect, 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 perfect. So Lauren, you saw he's got a good job and he's wanting to move up. He just has to make sure that he lets the boss know that, like that's his intention. Okay, so making sure with that assertiveness, being like, hey, I really do like it here, and yes, and this is where I see myself going. Okay. I've had to add extra protection from Archangel Michael. Yes. And that's another thing too, Amanda, making sure that you ask for help too. So maybe that's something else as well. Maybe it's about not doing it all yourself. Asking Archangel Michael, any of your past loved ones and things like that to help you out. Okay. So now if you have any kind of questions, I know that there's lots of questions in the comments I wasn't able to get to today. So bring that question to the forefront of your mind. So we're going to do pick a card and then see if you are drawn to A, B, or C. So you can just bring that question. I don't have a question, but I just noticed when I said A, B, or C, C sounded like it went C, so then I know that's mine. Maybe you can go ahead and rub your hands together, get that energy flowing, and then go A, B, or C. I literally see in my mind's eye like a backward C, and even when I'm saying S-E-E, it sounds like I'm saying C, so I feel like that's a really big one. But let me say A a few times. A, B, A, B, A, B, C. Yeah. So, all right. And then give this post a like when you're done. And then I'll see the number go up, and then it's fun that way. All right. And by the way, if you have not joined the Coffee and Cards Club, you gotta, okay? Because we had our kickoff party, super duper fun. $7 to join right now for the first couple weeks and stuff like that. And our next meetup's going to be next week for the office hours. So you can come in, chill, ask questions, all those kinds of things. And then our first circle, which is kind of like a psychic and mediumship development circle, but you're allowed to use cards. That's going to be March 6th. So it's going to be so much fun. Okay. There we go. Awesome. All right, let's start with card pile A. Ooh, Sun. Ooh, I love this. So yeah, if you chose card A, and even if you didn't, and you're just feeling like really guided to this when you seen Sun, no joke, people kept on saying Sun, 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 like the very first time I did my development circle in Virginia, and the Sun is my favorite card in the deck. And then also I have my Sun, and then it says your Sun is being watched over and protected as he explores this world. Okay, so if you have a Sun, okay, this is definitely being guided, that there's something there, some kind of energy going back and forth. Maybe this is like a time to reach out to, definitely, I feel like there's a lot of like good energy too. So I'm not sure if this is about like the relationship, becoming stronger and those kinds of things, even if they're on the other side, you know what I mean? It's like, hey, it's like a high, that kind of thing. If you don't have a Sun, I do feel like they're talking about somebody that is like either like a nephew or something along those lines, like a male that is a little bit younger than you. And maybe this is a person that you need to reach out with, that you need to really talk, communicate with. So there's this back and forth thing. And Tara, do you have a Sun? I'm just curious. Oh, that son. I don't have one. I have grandsons. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Nephew, someone that's younger than you. So it could be like your grandson. So there's like a connection there. And then like who is the mother of those grandsons? So is this a sign that you need to talk to like their mom? So this one's going to be one where you really have to like look in between the lines a little bit. Okay. And then big brother looking over little brother. Yes, 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 yes. I love this. Oh, I didn't even see that there was more comments on Instagram. I didn't scroll up. Okay. Crying, struggling with my teen son, wanting to not have rules. No sleep last night, worried about him. My question was about our relationship, and I picked A. Callie, Really? See, first off, I'm so excited because that means that your intuition is bang on. So because you chose card A and look at how much it resonates. So it's like whatever you are feeling your intuition is going for, you're doing good. And you know what? Honestly, it freaking sucks, okay? Teenage sons, everybody rally around Kelly because it freaking sucks, But it's like you have to see that, hey, he's a soul, he's on his own journey, and as long as you have the best of intentions and you are doing what you need to do as a mother, that's good. It totally sucks sometimes when you have to be that parent that actually has to be a parent because you are raising an adult. You're not raising a child anymore. And it totally sucks that they can't see it, but sometimes what happens is that it turns and you guys' relationship's going to be even better. And for some reason, I think this other card, because card A has 2 cards, might actually help you out a little bit. Okay, so here it is. The present moment is effing amazing. Kelly is like, no, it's not. So card A, still, this is card A. It says, open your eyeballs and look around. Even if you happen to be in the shittiest of shit times, there's probably something beautiful to notice right this very second. It could be that babies have eyelashes and how babies can get any effing cuter than having little baby eyelashes. Or maybe it's just that you took a breath and you didn't think that you'd be able to do that. You did it. Amazeballs. You effing breathed. And so if you chose card A, I really feel like it's about going ahead and you don't have to concentrate on one kind of issue that you're having, not the nitty-gritty details, not the drama and stuff like that. Going ahead and focusing on all of the other things, because it's like almost like sometimes we're so focused on one thing we don't see the other things that are happening. So if we're growing a business, we're not looking over here. If we are dealing with like maybe even kids or spouses and stuff like that, looking around at all of your freaking life and being like, wow, this is really, really cool. And something that's coming up for me is, does anybody else feel like they're not getting where they want to be? Like you're not like checking off the boxes and stuff, because that's how I feel. It's like, oh my God, like it's been another year of being married and it's like, what did I do? Like, did I even do anything? Well, thankfully, I go ahead and I create a video every year. So I have all the pictures and I'm putting together the pictures and I'm like, oh my gosh, I did do things. I didn't even realize that I was doing them, and like how much that we experience, and that's what they want you to look at. Let go of expectations. Yes. Okay. Yes. It's funny. So I love this. Oh yeah. It's funny you say Virginia. I was trying to figure out where I knew you from. I believe I had a psychic reading for you years ago at a psychic fair. Oh my gosh. Yes. That psychic fair where I was dressed up as the Queen of Spades or whatever. Oh my gosh, Lisa, that's so cool. Yes, I did that. It was for charity. That's the one that I did in Virginia. So yeah, this is talking about the little things, going ahead and not getting wrapped around the axle and some of the other things. And then almost like just knowing too that some of the things that you're going through right now is just part of your life story. And who knows, you might be able to look back on it and laugh. You might be like, oh my gosh, do you remember when this happened? Those kinds of things. So I really love card A, because it's really just talking about going ahead, any kind of drama and challenges that you have, just enjoying where you are. If, for example, if like you've gotten not say laid off from work, but decreased hours, if you've even gotten health issues, if you've gotten something to where it makes you step back, enjoy those moments of not having to do anything. Like I got COVID and I couldn't even lift up my laptop, It's like, how could I enjoy that? Oh my God, because I could go ahead and binge all my favorite shows. I had a freaking excuse not to do anything, okay? So it's like, even though I was sick, it's like even enjoying those the little things. Like, okay, I can enjoy this. I can enjoy my husband taking care of me. I can enjoy like eating these foods and that kind of thing. And I could get my smell back. I got my smell back when I had COVID. So it's like, I can actually smell. This is awesome. And then it's kind of like, ooh, everything tastes like crap. So all I can eat is kiwi. True story about COVID. So maybe I can enjoy that I wasn't eating bad things and my body hopefully was doing some deep cleaning. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. Jeez. Okay. Oh wow, exactly what happened. Health issues and decreased hours. Wait a second, Tara, you chose card A? That is freaking amazing. We have to find the good and the bad. Yeah, so that is definitely the card A kind of thing. All right, so B. Travel. I want to be. I just tried to talk my husband into going to the Netherlands and he said no. I told you we would just be like broke and like homeless. Oh my gosh. So I definitely feel if you don't have a trip coming up, this means that you have to. Lisa, I'm just curious, Lisa, what card did you choose? So if you don't have a trip planned, this is going to be your sign that maybe you need to have it planned, okay? You definitely need to like get away, you need to explore. So whether or not this is actually like, okay, you need to actually travel somewhere, it's talking about that you need to get away from the situation that you're in right now, that you need to just like go. You need to go for a freaking walk, you need to go away for the day, you need to have a day trip. I literally took myself on a day trip to freaking Detroit once, and then I went on the People Mover and I explored the Renaissance Center by myself. You know, I was by my freaking self, okay? And yeah, you got to be a little bit careful, but like what I did too is I always acted like when guys were being weird, I would just act like my boyfriend's in the bathroom and stuff like that. So, but I care. I'm armed at all times, so I don't have to worry too much about that because I'm trained. But but going ahead, maybe you don't go to Detroit, okay, by yourself, but maybe you go ahead and you just explore. Go to the freaking park. Go on a freaking hike. Going ahead and just exploring things. Explore if you got B, okay? You got to get away from it, clear your freaking head, and then come back. Okay. Also, B is manifest the F out of your dreams. The most vulnerable thing to admit is not your deepest wound. It's what you really, truly want. We're talking your biggest crazy ass dreams and desires. Be vulnerable, at least with yourself. Write that stuff down. Make a to-do list, and maybe even tell someone, make it happen. You can do this. Bam. Your ideas are coming to you for a reason. Spirit has downloaded them into you because you are the best person to bring to fruition. And here's the thing, if you sit on your ideas too long, guess what? They're going to go to somebody else. And you could have owned Google, but now you didn't. I'm not saying that you thought of Google, but whatever you thought of could be really cool. And even if it's not going to make you zillions of dollars, it could help somebody else. And sometimes us, we just have such a big heart that that's all we want to do is help somebody else get out of the challenges and things like that that we were in. So whether it's going ahead and just like writing down your ideas, setting a to-do list, right? There's something there. And then it's like going ahead and for some reason this is coming up too. It's like whatever dream that you have, backwards plan it. Because sometimes I'm like, I think maybe I am living my dream because my dream is to be drinking like really cool drinks, you know, and like on the beach and that kind of stuff. And I really don't have a lot to do. Well, honestly, sometimes I do have a lot to do, but sometimes I really don't. And then I have water right there. I could just make myself a drink and it just has no sand, but it has grass. And then bam, like that's like 90% of my freaking dream right there. So what do you truly want to do? And you have to be like honest about what you want and what dream you want. I wanted to be an outdoor person, you know. I wanted to be one of those hikers. I wanted to like earn my North Face, and I wanted to go to REI, and I wanted to like buy all the cool camping stuff, and I wanted to be like that, and I wanted to look really cute, and then maybe I could like put them on Instagram, and like it'd be awesome. But no, because guess what? I don't want to have to pee with bugs watching, okay? And I don't want to have them bite me all the time, and I don't want to have to use porta potties, and I don't want any of that stuff. So guess what? That's really not my dream. Unless I just go out for a hike for a few miles and I come back to my 5-star hotel. That's my dream. So I have been a Disney fan as a child. It fits perfect for our trip. Yes. Virginia, breathe it, do it, live it. Go to freaking Disney. See, I want to go to Disney in 2023. Okay? So, yes. Pull a kiddie pool out of the sand in your backyard. Boom, beach. See? Yes. Okay, and thank you for loving me still. Okay, so, all right, so Kelly, this is a perfect time for you because you're coming in right when I'm pulling card C, so this is really going to be meant for you as well. I just want the beach, I know, yeah. We're going in May. Oh, yay! That's so exciting. Oh my gosh, I just love it. Okay, here we go, card C, and this is my card too. Okay, if you chose card C, you guys, dietary change. No, I don't want to change my diet. It says improve your diet and your life will improve. This is so funny because for 75 hard, you have to be on a diet, okay, and you have to follow it. Well, I was following it and I was doing really good, and then all of a sudden it's like, no, my husband's like, okay, Heather, you need to get rid of, you know, that gluten again. You need to get rid of like those, I think they're called simple carbs, so breads and pastas and stuff like that. So I recently did do this and I'm changing it, and oh my gosh, I feel like so much better. I feel so much more energy, like my body feels a little bit better. All these things, so I feel like it's confirmation from spirit to be like, hey, keep on going. I even started making fresh vegetable and fruit juices too, so I started doing like that celery juice, and so now I feel like this is like confirmation to like keep on going with that dietary changes, and to keep, because I also bought the medical medium's new book, the Brain Saver. So whatever that you're going through right now, your body needs to be a better conduit for spirit communication or for your intuition, because certain foods and things like that are going to decrease and make your intuition a little bit more subtle. Okay, it's going to make it not as strong. So when you eat clearer, when you eat cleaner, then it makes your intuition a little bit stronger. And then think about it this way too. Some foods also calcify the pineal gland and like your third eye, okay? So then that means that it's really harder for you to, have that intuition, to trust it and stuff like that. Sometimes I feel like it's a conspiracy theory. I'm like, dude, like the higher people know this, and that's the reason why they're trying to put so much fluoride in our water, in our dental stuff, in our teeth stuff and everything else, because it's like right there by like the pineal gland. Sometimes I think that way. So anyways, there is going to be that. I also feel too like a sensitivity to caffeine, and this is really funny too because I think I'm talking about this on my podcast on Wednesday. But it also talks about how empaths and HSPs are actually more sensitive to caffeine than other people. Okay, so just kind of think about that. And also, here's an interesting thing too. We'll talk more about it on Wednesday in the podcast, the Spiritual AF Life podcast. Shameless plug right here, but it is that HSPs, highly sensitive people, and empaths, they're actually more sensitive, like their glucose, so the blood sugar levels are more sensitive. So whereas other people might feel drops and like highs that are like this, like an empath or HSP's body is more sensitive. So it's going to be a little bit more like this. So kind of keep that in the back of your mind. And look at this, fluoride, paleo, and yes, medical medium is on fire. Yes, yes, yes. And then look at this. Stop stressing over shitty AF people. Like immediately, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, I'm not sure if I understand this. Let me look. The vast majority, oh, I remember now. Yeah, okay. The vast majority of our time spent in strife and stress is simply because we're stressing over shitty people. If you catch yourself thinking about a person, take a moment and think about an awesome AF human. You're going to spend time crawling up other people's butts. It might as well be someone awesome. Yes. So if you chose card C, really thinking about if this person that you are thinking about, is it really worth it? I don't care if it's a relationship, I don't care if it's a work or day job kind of situation, then going ahead and just being like, hey, is this really worth it? Is it worth your time? So many times, like I am driving and somebody freaking does something so stupid on the road that I just want to like ram my freaking car into them. Give me a high five if you can relate to that. That I am like, I'm going to go crazy. But then when I come home, I used to always tell my husband about it, but I'm trying not to, because where your attention goes, energy flows, and I don't want to bring more of this into my life. And then I also don't want to spend my life over shitty people that are doing that, those stupid things. So you are going to worry about those that you love. You are going to go ahead and be like, okay, I love them. Like I'm going to put my attention here, not over there. You might think that you need to pay attention over there to that poopy person, okay? But you really don't. Or maybe you don't need to give them as much attention. All right, so for some reason, I'm dealing with this person, and this is a true story. I'm really dealing with them, and I mean, I'm literally going bonkers. Like, I feel like I'm going to lose my effing mind, okay? And so what I'm getting from this card is, like, even though I feel like I have to talk to him every day, I've ignored his messages sometimes, but I have to deal with him. Like, I literally do have to. But I'm going to now try to find ways to give him less of my energy. So whether that's going to be like, oh, I already told you this, talk to so-and-so, bye. Maybe I could do something like that. Or maybe I can make my responses shorter. Or maybe when he does get under my nerves, I just allow it to go. Because remember, people are our mirrors. So I have to remember that now too, that he's reflecting back to me something. So what is he reflecting back to me? Well, he annoys the crap out of me. He won't listen to what I say. He forgets everything that I say. He's taking up way too much of my time. I don't want to be doing, like, honestly, I feel like it's like, is it time for me to do more spiritual work and less work with him? Maybe so. So think about that. All right, let's see what else it says. This has totally been our convo from Friday. Really, Tara? I've been like in the zone, so I haven't noticed. Oh my God, the blood sugar roller coaster for a couple months. Made a change and I'm feeling better. Bam. I've been drinking the lemonade from Panera. It's amazing, loaded with caffeine. Shouldn't have told me that. Shouldn't have told me that, Virginia. Okay, it says, okay, it's good y'all don't live together. Oh, okay, you're talking to someone else. Okay, and let's see. from the UK. Oh man, Carrie, we're about to end. But I had so much fun with you guys today, and I hope I see you in the Coffee and Cards Club. I'm just going to put that there because it's so cool. It's so cool, the Coffee and Cards Club. And then let me see. Tomorrow, the weekly reading will be out in the Spiritual AF Life podcast. And then on Wednesday, we're talking about HSPs and freaking empaths. So I guess that's it. I love you guys. And if you're in the club, I will see you, I think it's Wednesday. I think it's Wednesdays are dropping hours. Okay. Oh my gosh. Wait a second. And Evan says, see, for me was as I sit here eating a croissant and my third cup of coffee. Oh, see? Okay. Yeah, definitely. Lisa, it's right up your alley. Oh my gosh. Yes. All right. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a great Sunday, and I'll be seeing you guys soon.